This looks pretty good, and we go green. Very nice. Everybody gets through clean so far. Oh, we got one car off and over. We got a car over, but the driver is immediately up. The driver's up already. The car's back on the ground. I believe that's Cindy. Is that Cindy Allman? That may be Allman there. No, I'm sorry, this is Junior. So that would not be Allman. I believe that's a Marinello. Up front, the 209 of Tristan DeGrand leads. And I believe that's a Sodi card in second. That would be Alex Barron in the second spot if that's true. Into turn 12 now. DeGrand leads. And that is the number 281 of Alex Barron in the second spot. Alessandra Madrigal in third. And the 226 of Tyler Thomas up there into the top four. Tyler Thomas. So that pile up down in turn one, which didn't look that significant, obviously was, as Tyler Thomas, who started 11th, currently runs in the third spot. We got cars off down in turn four, but everybody continues. Oh, and that was Alex Barron that went off. Barron went off and loses like 4 or 5 spots. So huge changes at the front of the field here in Junior as we have a big come together in one, and it really shuffles the order. Up front, Tristan DeGrand leads over Alessandra Madrigal, but she's got big pressure from the 226 and the 235. That's Tyler Thomas in the 235 of Mark Pellegrini in the fourth spot. DeGrand into two with pressure from Madrigal. She makes a big mistake, and here comes Tyler. Thomas with pressure now on Madrigal, and he's got big pressure from the 235 of Mark Pellegrini in the fourth spot. I believe that's Taylor Minch now, who started second, has made his way back up, yes, and is running in the fifth spot. Barron in the sixth spot. The 223. We see the 206 pulling in. Up front, DeGrand still leads over Madrigal. Tyler Thomas third. Pellegrini fourth. Minch in fifth. Barron sixth. The 223 in the seventh spot. That's Reed Arnold in seventh, up from 15th. So Arnold in seventh, up from 15th. Out front, DeGrand slowly pulling away as Madrigal has her hands full trying to keep Tyler Thomas in the third spot. Pellegrini right there in fourth. Taylor Minch now starting to fade back a little bit. Oh, and a pass as the 223 of Reed goes by Barron. Reed goes by Barron into that spot. Quickly now, our leader back onto the front straight. These kids are turning some very quick times here in Junior. There's been quite a bit of discussion about these cars going a little too fast, as they're much faster than the senior cars. That's causing some problems. Some of the federations thinking about slowing the cars down. Personally, I thought that would have been a good idea. But so far, nobody willing to step up and make it happen. Again, these cars are considerably quicker than their senior counterparts, and that's fairly unusual in kart racing. 47.774 for DeGrand. Alessandra Madrigal, a 47.71. Tyler Thomas, 47.79. Pellegrini, 47.70. 47.73 for Odell. So the top 5 cars all in the 44.7s. 44.72, 1, 3, 4. Checking it out up front, we see that Pellegrini is now starting to reel in Tyler Thomas in that second spot. Pellegrini now really starting to move up as Madrigal has now lost both of those spots and runs in the fourth spot. So DeGrand followed by Thomas, followed by Pellegrini, followed by Madrigal, and then Reed Arnold now in the fifth spot. Arnold in fifth as the 223 continues his charge to the front. Again, Arnold started in 15th spot and currently runs fifth. Master Shifter Stock Moto, you should be in the grid now. Master Shift. now. Up front, Pellegrini putting big pressure on Taylor Thomas in the second spot. Thomas looks to me like is reeling in our leader, though, as Tristan DeGrand is definitely being reeled in by those cars behind him. DeGrand now under pressure from Tyler Thomas in the second spot. Thomas with big pressure from Mark Pellegrini in third. On to the finishing straight. DeGrand, Thomas, Pellegrini, Madrigal, and then Reed Arnold with a back bumper full of Taylor Minch. And Alex Barron right there as well. Barron looks down the inside of Minch going through two. I think they make contact coming out. That's a very fast left-hander. And now, forgive me, as I think actually that may be the 281, and that is Barron. That is Barron running in that position on the soda. Up front, DeGrand still with pressure from Thomas, Pellegrini, and Madrigal, bumper to bumper through turns 11 and 12 and on to the finishing straight. Then a big gap back to Reed Arnold, Taylor Minch, Barron, the 202 and the 203 of the Merlin drivers. That's Trent Hinman in the 203 and the 202. I'm looking. Is Sean Sharkey. So Sharkey fell back in that first lap incident, trying to make his way back to the front now. Your leaders into turn 7, banging curbs through 7 and 8. Pellegrini trying an inside-outside move, and he gets a run now. Pellegrini's got a run on Tyler Thomas. Down into 9, can't capitalize. Things are starting to stack up behind Reed Arnold, and now we see Taylor Minch has gotten by Arnold. Minch goes by Arnold. Here comes Barron down the inside. So Minch gets by Reed Arnold. Alex Barron right there, and here comes the 202 of the Merlin drivers as well, as we've got a four-way battle for the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th spot. 5th through 9th under contention. 1st through 4th also very close on the racetrack. DeGrand now opens up about a 2-car length lead. Thomas falling back into the clutches of Pellegrini, and Alessandro Madrigal looking for an opportunity to go by. Through turn 7. Here comes that battle for 4th through 9th. We see the number 215 now. That's the Kart Mini of Sebastian Ordonez, who started 19th and has now made his way up into the top 10. So Ordonez with a problem in the pre-final now makes his move back up into the top 10 out of 19th. DeGrand down into turn 2. Comes through into turn 3 now. Thomas followed by Pellegrini and Madrigal. They make their way through the carousel now, banging wheels down into turn 7. Back onto the finishing straight comes DeGrand. He still leads, looks nice and smooth, puts his head down. Puts her in there. Here comes that battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th now. Side by side into one of the Merlins. Almost crashes. That was Reed Arnold. And the 2. Again, the 202 of Sean Sharkey almost crashed with Reed Arnold down there in turn 1 as they went through one side by side. Front 4 now closer than ever as they make their way. And here goes Alessandro Madrigal looking down the inside.